I like working on different problems. I get to work on a bunch of different problems, keeps it interesting. I like working on new problems that no one has solved yet.
On the New Mexico Trail, there can be life lessons in mountain biking. The life goal is the trail, with twists and turns, ups and downs.
I'm still finding out who I am, I have a long ways to go to figure out who I am.
The journey requires risks, getting uncomfortable in order to learn and grow.
Take advantage of the opportunities that present themselves. It might not be obvious at first. You might not like the opportunities, but at least you know. If you popped one out, is it going to affect part of the grade? Okay, it's all.
Dylan Moriarty is both mentor and student. He and energy interns at Sandia National Labs are visiting the Picuris Pueblo tribe in northern New Mexico.
And I'm looking at sizing PV systems for Navajo Nation.
I'm getting my undergrad in environmental planning and design.
I'll be going into my bachelor's of electrical engineering.
It's always nice to go on these site visits and hear from people who are actually working on site and who are able to interact with the community.
It's exciting, but also...
Learning about the tribe's history in solar energy, Dylan takes notes just like the others. Although he's a full-time geoscience engineer at Sandia, Dylan sat in these seats just a few years ago.
The problems that I work on deal with infrastructure resilience. I thought I was going to become a civil engineer, but then I was introduced into research. I had no idea what research was, I had no idea what graduate school was, but then I joined the McNair Achievement Program, and I really loved it.
Dylan's own Sandia internship turned into a job, and along the way, he grew interested in spatial statistics.
I work with a bunch of brilliant geologists, geophysicists, people who work in geomechanics, and I help analyze a lot of the data. We have to look at surface subsidence.
And so subsidence is something that we monitor so that we can be proactive instead of reactive with these sites. So I take the data in both space and time, GPS measurements, which we get on an hourly basis, to land surveys, which we get on an annual basis, and I have to combine those data types together to make a cohesive story. It's a simulation of how an earthquake can impact a water distribution network.
Dylan helps monitor giant underground caverns holding the nation's strategic petroleum reserve, the world's largest supply of crude oil for use in national emergencies.
And we want to make sure that these caverns are stable and stay stable.
He's on his way to making a name for himself at Sandia. And he's already shown that he's going to be a great mentor.
Dylan can't discuss much of his sensitive Sandia work with his spouse. Shivana Moriarty says he doesn't quite get her microbiology either.
I feel like when I start talking about what I do, it goes over his head. So.
Shivana and Dylan graduated together from St. Michael's High School on the Navajo Nation, but didn't become close until attending the University of Arizona. And for both, AISES was always in the picture.
We helped bring back the University of Arizona AISES chapter, and their numbers in terms of members grew.
So you guys are like AISES power couple.
Yeah, I guess you could say so.
Yes.
Back at the Pueblo, the group learns the solar panels generate electricity to light 600 homes a year, with the excess sold to the local power company.
I just really liked the Picuris Pueblo and what they're doing to implement solar energy, and I like the idea of implementing a microgrid, and so I'm excited to see tribes turning to becoming more sovereign with their energy.
Have you had any issues with
He asks a lot of questions, and those have been helpful to hear, to kind of learn how I should be asking questions, what I should be looking for.
Your skill.
The interns have adopted Dylan as one of their own, impressed by his mastery of statistics, hacky sack, and blueberry pie.
And let's see, fun fact, according to these guys, I make a mean blueberry pie.
Mean blueberry. Yummy.
He's low-key sassy. I think he's sassy. He doesn't think he is, but I'm like, you're sassy.
While arguably sassy, some of the students still have crowned Dylan royalty. Queen or king, it's one more title for bow hunter, pie maker, and most promising engineer.
This is an incredible award and an incredible opportunity, and I wouldn't be here without my wife, who has encouraged me every day, my mother, and of course my friends and my teachers and my mentors. I definitely would not be where I am now without all of them.